What is going on, everybody? It is Brandon here, and we are going to SeaWorld Orlando today. This morning, rather. It's like 8 o'clock a.m. Right now, so we're planning to get there for the 9 o'clock opening, but I've never ridden Kraken Unleashed, so I thought perfect day to head over there, get my rides on Kraken Unleashed, you know, the virtual reality experience, and then also ride Mako and maybe do like a construction update at the park. Well, the top of SpongeBob's head is cut off, and the volcano survived Hurricane Irma. A little bit of cleaning that they have to do, like on the top of the, you know, Krakatoa volcano. Other than that, looks fine. Well, there's Mako, and yeah, like I was saying, awesome weather today. Nice and blue out, no clouds. We have now arrived at SeaWorld, and I cannot wait to park and head in. We're gonna have a great morning here. I'm not gonna stay for the full day because I do have a lot of work to do, but I figured I'd kind of pop in this morning. Looks like they have the iDrive trolley here with a Kraken Unleashed advertisement on it. I'm right now by the SeaWorld Orlando main entrance. We're gonna head in and go right over to Kraken Unleashed and check that out, assuming it is open, and then we will kind of cover, you know, the dolphin nursery, because keep in mind, I haven't really been back to cover the dolphin nursery or Kraken Unleashed. Here is one more view of the SeaWorld Lighthouse, and we're definitely going to head in, like I said, go right over to Kraken Unleashed, and we'll see how their virtual reality experience is. Here is an advertisement in the park for Kraken Unleashed, and with a spot saver, it actually holds your spot in line. So they'll give you a return time to come back to the attraction. Around the park, they also have some Kraken Unleashed signs here. And here is one more sign that I'm seeing around the park. Now it just kind of states that you do have to enroll in Spot Saver so that you can experience the attraction. We are now in front of the main entrance for Kraken Unleashed. It's been quite some time since I've been to the park. The last time I was here, actually, they had a, you know, fence over here blocking the main entrance. It was still under construction, but now it is finished and it is time to enjoy it. Here are the Spot Saver Cabanas. Now, when they do fill up, you know, when they distribute all of the return tickets, then, you know, it is kind of sold out. So you do have to try to get here a little bit early. I did also want to mention, it doesn't cost anything. It is included with park admission. You just have to kind of get here early. Well, here it is, Kraken Unleashed. It is now time to board that train. Just a moment as we enter the queue line, and I cannot wait to experience this. It's gonna be awesome. Outside the main entrance, they do have some information posted on this virtual reality experience. So there it is right there. We also have the current wait time posted, and it is about 10 minutes, so not long at all. We are now looking at the lift hill for Kraken Unleashed along with the launch station, and then the queue line right here, which we will enter in just a moment. Here's something I noticed that I'm not quite sure if, you know, this was part of the last Kraken, but there's like a hole right here, and you can kind of look in, and this is a view of the exit area. Like I said, it is now time to enter the queue line, and we are definitely going to take you on a walking tour around the queue line, and just, you know, point out some of the changes from old Kraken to Kraken Unleashed. So as we, you know, walk around the queue, you will notice a lot of, you know, new colors on the walls. So they did repaint and change the color scheme here in the queue line. They also added some new details, you know, some new theming.
board this ride. Riders must be 54 inches tall. Please keep your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the ride at all times. Shirts must be worn.
Here's something new that the old Kraken didn't have. TV screens around the station. Now they do have a few TV screens over here by the exit area, and those screens actually instruct riders on the boarding process and, you know, the rules of the ride. And then over here, we actually have a screen that is useful for team members, and they can look at that to see, you know, if a train is fully boarded. When a train is fully boarded, all of the seats will actually be displaying green.
And gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? There will be a short delay while we add a coaster to the ride. Please remain in line during this brief period. Thank you. There will be a short delay while we add a coaster to the ride. Please remain in line during this brief period. Thank you. May I have your attention, please? There will be a short delay while we add a coaster to the ride. Please remain in line during this brief period. Thank you.
Pull your shoulder harness down to your waist and fasten your seatbelt. If you choose to experience...
Here is a view of the TV screen with the seats that are actually being checked. So the virtual reality headsets actually sit in that pouch right there, and we will be taking it out and putting it on, and I really cannot wait to experience this. I know that the animation is synced with the ride, so it's going to provide a truly amazing experience. Well, on this TV screen right here, it does show that the train is all checked. It also actually shows a counter, counts how long it takes to dispatch. They added a train onto the track. Here it is. As you guys can see, they are pulling those restraints back down again, so it is very likely that they will be doing some test runs. But here is the train. A look at it with like no riders in it, and of course the virtual reality headsets attached. I will say the operations here are very, very fast. And since SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment does allow the use of GoPro cameras at their parks, they do actually include in the instructional video that you can, in fact, have a hands-free camera harness, and that is permitted as long as they check it, and you can also use a wrist strap.
Glasses, wallets, keys.
Everything good? Yeah. Alright, thanks. This is going to be kind of a front row POV, not facing me, but the next one will do a video on me. And I do have the headset on, so I'll be experiencing this for the first time.
Please remain seated.
Wow. That was awesome. All right. Wow. They do actually have you wait like in the station for just a moment as they clean the headsets, you know, and sanitize them for the next riders. So we'll get that on camera. But yeah, awesome ride. All right, and there is, you know, the sanitization process. Awesome. Thank you. Well, that was a very enjoyable experience. I will have to say, I love the animations, the audio. It was synced very well. And one other thing I really liked about it is, as you're, you know, going down the hills, as you know, are experiencing those, you know, high intensity G-forces, the video that you watch is really linked perfectly. I mean, you actually feel like you're going on a journey. You're under, you know, the water. You're exploring. It is an amazing experience. Really did enjoy that. What I'm going to do now is get back in line, and I'm actually going to use the wrist mount and like film me doing it, or film me with the headset on, enjoying the ride. I know the chassis really only like pointed was facing the ride, and you can actually ride without the headset, so I probably should have used the wrist strap first. And here is another look at the Kraken launch station. I really do like the new theme for Kraken. Really does immerse you. As I am walking back to the main entrance, I did want to point out, you know, the cave that you would walk through with the original Kraken. It's still here. You know, it did undergo some slight changes. We'll show that to you. Here is the inside of the cave, and with the previous Kraken, just Kraken, not Kraken Unleashed, they actually had some of the eggs right here, and those are gone. Here's another view of the, you know, TVs in the queue. So they are running 2 trains. Their operations are awesome, and you know, they have a lot of crew members cleaning the headsets, so they're able to frequently dispatch these trains and get the lines moving. one heck of an experience. Wow. That was my second time, and you know, I noticed things that like I didn't even notice in the first video. So I gotta say, awesome experience. But so right now I'm going to put the headset back into the little holder here, just like so. And wow, guys, that's an awesome experience. I hope this video turned out good. I'm not sure how it was, you know, because I noticed there was a little like shakiness. So hopefully the video did turn out, you know, good. I am using the wrist strap. That was really unlike anything I've ever experienced, and I gotta give it up to SeaWorld. I mean, they took Kraken and turned it into something that is amazing. I mean, like, I think it's better with virtual reality than it was back before they added, you know, the virtual reality. And you can still ride without it. I mean, you don't have to wear a headset, so if virtual reality isn't your thing, ride it without it. You know, you can sit in any row and you don't need to place the headset on, which is great. But you know, we've seen other parks try virtual reality, notably Six Flags, and they eventually take it off their coasters. And I think the reason is because like they don't have it attached, so they have to put it on you, and then they have to, you know, they have to clean it, but then they have to give it to another rider, and you know, it doesn't stay on the train. What Kraken or SeaWorld did is they integrated the virtual reality headsets right onto the train. They are attached to the train. You know, so it's easier to dispatch trains more frequently. You know, and the operations are just better just because the headsets are attached to the trains, which is great. So yeah, we're gonna ride it one more time, but this time just without virtual reality. We're gonna do a front row POV and hopefully get a better POV than the first one.
Headset, unfasten your seatbelt, and wait for instructions from the attendant. Once again, please remove your headset, unfasten your seatbelt, and wait for instructions from the attendant. Please remain seated until the coaster comes to a complete stop inside the station.
We are now here in the gift shop next to Kraken, and I wanted to point out that they still have the Kraken Unleashed pass holder shirts. right here. So yeah, they do have a special like pass holder offer. For $10 you can get this shirt, and that is a pretty nice shirt. And they also sell VR box, mobile virtual reality glasses. Here's some of the boxes right here. Interesting that they have these here. I like the Kraken Unleashed banner that kind of goes all the way around the gift shop. I like the wrap around this beverage stand right here. Here is another look at the special offer advertisement right here, but again, $10 for pass members. Well, that was Kraken Unleashed, everybody. Really did enjoy that experience. One last thing, I wanted to show you guys how Spot Saver works. Spot Saver is not always required, just depends, you know, how long the wait is. If it is a longer wait than normal, they may ask you to use Spot Saver. It's really up to you actually most of the time. But if you do decide to go with Spot Saver, you're gonna walk up to one of these TV screens right here, little computer screens. You're going to tap right there, and you can actually enroll with either your email address, phone number, or name. Once you are enrolled, it will print out a ticket here and give you kind of a return time to come back. And it will also ask you how many are in your party. Journey to Atlantis will be closed for the rest of today for maintenance. There is a sign posted outside the main entrance stating that it is closed for annual maintenance. However, it's closed for today. Here is the sign posted outside the main entrance. Again, Journey to Atlantis is closed for annual maintenance. That's what it says, but just closed for today. So we'll try to get a ride on it next time. I wasn't actually really planning on getting on it because I didn't want to get wet, but definitely next time we'll get on it.
Due to technical difficulties, Journey to Atlantis is closed for the day. We apologize for the inconvenience and invite you to enjoy the rest of SeaWorld. Once again, Journey to Atlantis is closed for the day. Thank you.
It looks like the flamingos did survive Hurricane Irma, which is awesome. It looks like we have Shamu here, right in front of the SeaWorld Orlando backdrop. And occasionally, throughout the day, you can actually get your photo with Shamu. And going down here, Shamu says, "I'm a mighty, motivating ocean leader with a big heart." We are about to check out the Dolphin Nursery, but before we check that out, I wanted to show you guys the 2017 fall event lineup. And over here we have Halloween Spooktacular. We should be covering that maybe possibly at a media event, so stay tuned for that. We have Guy Harvey Weekend coming up, December 9th and 10th. And then we also have SeaWorld's Christmas celebration right there. Very excited about that, and I definitely do want to cover that more this year. So a lot of, exciting things to look forward to.